Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 and I am sure someone is going to try and push me in the water. It was a dangerous place to be parked here. Someone is going in the drink before this race is over. I have no doubt at all. It's just a matter of who it is. Joe, are you going to be the not so willing victim? Yep. And we're off as well. And everyone's in the water. We're off to a wonderful start. Knew it was going to happen. Didn't quite know what way round it was going to happen and quite when it was going to happen, but it was always going to happen one way or another. Everyone was going to fall in the drink. But yes, it is time for some racing with the new tuner cars. Oh, we've got a bit of a jump start going on over there. They didn't really get a particularly big lead from their jump start, so they might be about to get torpedoed quite quickly. We got the Warrener pickup truck, which I quite like. Oh, that's a really big crash that I don't want to be involved in particularly. I like this vehicle. It's one of my favourite vehicles that came with the tuner cars. It's not amazingly quick, but I like the vehicle. It's of course got good customization and all that. Ooh, is a... Okay, the track is only just above the line of the water, so you get the water effects. Go on, okay, don't try and bump draft with these vehicles, it does not work. We have learnt an important lesson in all of that. I'm going to try and duck underneath the purple car. Can we get a good run down here? I believe we might be able to. Might be able to do something at least. Final corner, don't have a big dive. It's tempting. These things are quite slidey, they're not amazingly quick, but they do move around a lot. Quite a lot of oversteer goes on with them. So it's a short lap around here. Oh, back into it, let go. Through there. Ugh. It kind of wanders around quite a lot, this thing. But we're going to fall back down to a 9th position. I wanted to have a look. Wanted to try, but not quite close enough. And the thing I've got to be careful of, it's really easy when you have these sort of half attempts going on. Bloody hell. That's not what you want to see as you come around a corner. You don't get that at normal circuits. Oh, that's a big oversteer. Me and Hyper both got into trouble. When you try these half-assed moves, you can end up losing a bunch of times, so we don't really want to be doing that. Unless we get confident we can get a pass completed, we are going to get a move done there. Stevie is having a big wiggle through all of that. We're going to have a... Well, these are really difficult to kind of get the change of direction. They just don't like quick change of direction. You can't... If you're going to go for a pass, you've really got to make sure you've got it set up beforehand, because if you suddenly change direction, you end up in all sorts of trouble. We're around the outside at turn 1. If we can get a good run on the exit, which we do, and thankfully Stevie struggled with momentum out of that corner. We're now going to get stuck on the outside of the 3 wide of the hairpin. Not where I want to be. We're going to lose all of the positions we worked for. Have all gone again. Red car. Oh, Ninetales, or no, it wasn't a red car. Sorry, it was a Ewan-mobile. Has got a little free there. We're just stuck in the mid-pack. Oh, we're going to go to the inside. Through here, we will make that one work. We've just slowly slid back. This is a really difficult circuit to overtake on. It's really easy to lose a bunch of time trying to pass. Oh. And as you go to overtake, you end up losing a bunch of positions. We tried to go around the outside of Stevie there, and it didn't work. Thankfully, Gliska's busy fighting with Hyper, I think it is, back there, and anyone else that's going to come join in this manic group of vehicles. Come on, can we get a good draft down here? Not really. We're still going to be sat behind now. We're going to get around turn... Probably we can get around turn 1 nicely, but where the hell do we go? There's nowhere to go at the moment. We're going to get a good run up the hill. We might be able to do something here finally. We get past a Ewan as we head towards the hairpin. Don't want to be on the outside. Yeah, try to hold that around the long way. Not really working. There'll be a little bit of contact between the 2 cars ahead. I can't break through. And then the problem is, if we get to the front of this our little group here, sort of fighting over 7th, if we get to the front of this group, there's then a gap to Blakey, and you're just going to get immediately caught with some slipstream. This track not the most effective for catch-up. There's no real long straights for it to be of serious concern. That is definitely my favourite overtaking spot there. It's about the only place I've been able to get consistent overtakes done, is that just wait for the vehicle ahead to just lose the back end, and you can capitalise, shall we say. In fact, that pass has slingshotted me up to the lead group, which is nice. Don't want to hit those bumps. I have one of these. Admittedly, it's a bit modified, but I didn't do any like performance upgrades, and this feels really sketchy to drive compared to the one that I have. Although maybe it's just because my one I haven't used in a race situation, so to speak. That's fine. Ninetales ended up pointing the wrong way, not a place he wanted to be. Longbow pinged off the hay bale, and Pegga's got a huge lead. I presume it is in Pegga anyway. A massive lead. Lado is up in second place. There's a lot of vehicles looking for ways past. Oh no, we lost the back end mid-corner. Really can't afford to let this thing slide around. There's a huge group of cars now having a look around here. It is not what you want at all. Danger Man, if you want to try and make that stick around the outside, you might do it if you don't lose the back end or end up in the fair play. That's a long momentum carried. We got a little bit... so got a little bit pinched. Oh, Lado's almost rolled out of second. He's going to lose a couple of places, but doesn't go all the way over. That was a hell of a two-wheel moment. A good save. It's a bit busy. I was just trying to get through that corner. We get attacked from all sides. We should be able to get a nice toe at least. Up here, we're not going to have a dive. In fact, Danger Man gives us a mile of space. Either missed braking point or was expecting a dive and just left room in case. It's fine, I'll take it. Pay a miles gone. We're not catching the leader. We've fought each other. We've done the classic FailRace thing of fought each other so hard over second place that we've let the leader get miles away. As I said, catch up. Sure, it'll be a smidge effective, but 5 seconds in a couple of laps is not that effective around this circuit when there's not crazy long straights. It would be more so if we had someone to slipstream with, but they've all fought each other quite a lot. We've done quite well actually to escape out of this all in second. We got through the mess, didn't make any silly mistakes, and have got ourselves into a little bit of clean air with a couple of laps to go. Danger Man has pulled clear a smidge in third as well. Can we do... I feel like turn one I could carry more speed through there, but we are giving the slipstream away. Don't know what way Danger Man's going. I was expecting the dive up the inside, so I kind of left space, and then Danger Man was keen to follow up there, or just didn't think they were close enough to have an overtake. And we've caught maybe like a second, but that's not going to be enough to do anything about getting to the lead. I left plenty of space on the inside there because that tight line you end up really slow off of the corner. At least that was the fear. We're going to lose out regardless. So there's always going to be a point where that was going to find a way past. So sometimes we're better off just picking a place where we're not going to lose too much time. We're going to fight for second. That's okay. Just don't fall back into the clutches of third. Danger Man's up the curb a little bit. I mean, we have closed the gap. We've halved the gap to Pegga. It's just not going to be enough, really. I'm hoping Danger Man is wise and indeed doesn't throw it up the inside through turn one. That's always helpful. Is that going to have a look? Yes. It's going to have a look to the inside at the hairpin. We're going to go for the cutback. It'll work. We'll keep ourselves in second. Now the hope is Danger Man's going to be too close to get a slipstream run down here, so we're just going to be stuck. We are going to be side by side through this corner. I don't mind trying to tough it out around the outside here. We will do that, and it will give us a better position for this through this next section. Hopefully, at least, as long as we don't overshoot this corner, which is easy to do. We don't. Everything is nice and tidy through there. Is Danger Man close enough to have a look for the run to the line? I'm hoping not really. It's not a particularly big run to the finish line here. So I'm very much hoping the slipstream is not going to have time to kick in. It won't. Pegga takes victory. We'll cross the line in second. Huge battle over fourth. Sadly not quite going to see who got that one. Oh, someone in the wrong car. Hey, and that's the AIs as they cross the finish line have a big wreck on the hay bales. That was a bloody good race. That was a really good race, in fact. So, yeah, Pegga took victory, got to the front, and stayed out of trouble as wheels squabbled. I'll take the second, though, ahead of Danger Man. Gliska takes a fourth place ahead of Ewan and Brazen and Ninetales, all in that big clump of cars, and Longbow was in that clump of cars, all crossed the line there. And Liam is almost off into the drink. Yeah, that's a fun little circuit, and a really rather good first race. We head on to our second race with the Selecta. This is the Selecta GT4. I like, was it Calico, something along those lines. I have driven this once. I seem to remember being quite understeery, so this might be an interesting experience. Oh, something's not moved off the grid. That's caused carnage. Or you've got the slow start. It's not a particularly big run towards the first corners, so yeah, if somebody does get a poor start, they could be in trouble, and it ended badly. Just about got away with all of that. We're going to get a good run down here. Do we have the speed to look to the inside? I wasn't quite sure. On the first lap, I'm not going to do something stupid. I wasn't quite sure where in fact I was going to put that car. He's got a lot more grip than you get from the Warrener, in fact, in terms of rear-end grip. So they are quite understeery in places. All that place there being the main the main area of concern, shall we say. We've got a 3-car breakaway at the front. In fact, we've got a massive breakaway between our slot. There's been some chaos further back. Oh, 3 wide into turn 1. Glisker's launched it across the curb. Okay. I'm glad we sort of backed out of that one, because we would have been stuck on the outside. It's going to be 3 wide up to the hairpin. Not going to make it stick around there. We'll not get a good enough run on the exit. This is still going to be stuck out wide through this next corner. We'll get a good run down here. These look like they might be able to bump draft. They're certainly a little happier with contact than the Warrener was. That's something. Oh, don't. It is really, really easy to understeer into someone's car if you're side by side. Much like the last week, you can be really careful that you don't get big oversteer and lose a bunch of momentum. With this one, I think it's going to be don't get big understeer and take out the car you're alongside. Someone else has come to join us. Oh god, the whole field is coming to join us because we're fighting a lot here. I'm not going to... We saw how poorly 3 wide went into turn 1, so we're not going to try that one. What we're going to do is set it up for an excellent run all the way down here to the inside at the hairpin. Not so good on... Well, as I say, not so good on the brakes. Just going a lot faster in the braking zone there. This is going to try and get around the outside and might make that one stick. Can't get the slipstream from anybody. We're going to lift and coast our way into this corner a little bit. Oh, there's a spin. That was just a little too much understeer from Glisker's car into the rear corner of Impega, and that's all it takes, and around you go. That crest. Somebody has flipped off that wall. We haven't seen it on camera, but somebody will have done in this race. I can guarantee the car just naturally understeers itself very easily that way. We've got a wonderful run down here, but I don't like overtaking into turn 1. It's just such a dicey corner. Although we haven't had a good run through. Oh, no, we'll still set it up. We've got a huge toe towards the hairpin around the outside. Ambitious doesn't quite work in this. I think there's a longboat somewhere behind us. Oh, I clicked the stick to see where they were. The game didn't change camera. Nope. There is no sign of... well, I just missing the colour. We're going to get so much speed on the way in there, but here we go. We're going to run. Again, it's where do we get the pass done? Oh, it's going to be side by side through there. I'm going to lift out of that. But we can do our favourite little overtaking manoeuvre, or almost can, to bounce off the curb, and the sudden GTA physics speed boost will kick in. It's not understeer into a brazen. If we can time this one right, we should clear the yellow car. Well, we're going to have a go at turn 1. We might actually be clear before we get to the first corner. These are actually producing some amazing racing. Ninetales with a... Well, Ninetales found a warp speed button down there. That's a massive, massive run. Can't get it stopped into the hairpin. Ninetales to the lead of the race. We're trying to get one place. We then lose one. That's going to be a place for me, though, with an understeery car ahead of us. Now we're going to get a great run down here. Can we look to the inside? We can. It's going to put us on a funky line, but we're going to have to just accept that. And Ninetales gives us room. Oh, there's so many cars around here looking for a little bit of road. We're going to go side by side. Oh, and going to have to fall. No, not going to have to fall back into line. Ninetales going to have a huge lift, but I can't use all the track because there's a red car in the way. We're still side by side down here. Brazen's looking to the inside. I can just see, oh, there it is, the yellow nose of a Selecta. This is quickly becoming a very big battle. Oh, we're going to 3 wide into turn 1 again. We know how well that went the first time around. Everyone has at least made it through. We're still in second. We're going to get the run up towards the hairpin. Oh, Ninetales moved across. Oh, we're going to launch Ninetales into the... amazingly got away with that. That just reminds me of the Courtney crash with V8 supercars many years ago. I mean, that one there was a little worse, as it was kind of into oncoming traffic into the thing, but amazingly got away without actually losing too much time. So these can kind of bump draft, but they can get unhappy as well. Depends on what goes on. There's that crest, it's so nasty. There's why these cars are understeered. They're naturally understeering, but they're so quick that as they go over that crest, the front end goes light, and you just lose what little steering they had. We fall to third, but we're going to again... Oh, no, there's not going to be space for that. Gliska was not expecting us to slow down through that section. Oh, we lifted to try and fit back in, and Gliska just wasn't quite prepared for that, which is kind of understandable. Oh, we've got a little tag. You know, how many laps we got to go with this? Not many. We can't let Lehman and Pegger get too far away. They're going to do the same thing that happened last time. The run away while the rest of us squabble. We can't afford to let that one happen. We got a great run. I got nowhere to go. The thing is, I almost don't want to overtake Gliska. I'm happy to sit in fourth at this moment in time. Just focus on rejoining the lead pair. Oh no, don't put the turquoise. We got a great run, but I had to lift, otherwise we were going to put a turquoise car in a wall. We're going to run very wide through there. That's not what I needed. It'll be a Ninetales to the inside, and we'll complete the pass. That was my mistake. Just over around the corner a little bit. 2 more laps to go. Oh, bloody hell, the speed boost as we bottled over that sort of tyre bundle, well, whatever it was. Tyre bundle, hay bundle, whatever, we suddenly got massive acceleration as it bounced. Oh, that's a Liam in the wall. Oh, we got a little bit connected with Ninetales' car. We managed to pull away from that. Blakey is now a smidge further back in 5th. Ninetales is very wide through there. We should get the run, complete that pass. Although Ninetales got a great... I don't know where that speed came from the red car. I just don't want to be stuck on the outside through this section. We're going to try... It's so difficult to try and make the most of that manoeuvre there, because otherwise it's so easy to feed the outside car into the wall. So you've got to be really, really careful. And I have to say, in these battles up at the front, everyone has been remarkably good at not feeding their opposing car into the wall. We've got an amazing run out of the first corner. That might catapult us to the lead of the race. It will as we get to the inside at the hairpin. But can we get off the corner well enough? We'll try and... no, that a little bit of curb boosting. So we'll try and give a squeeze as much as we can. But that does put you on the curb, and you can just accelerate away from that. Get to the inside down here. Now we naturally understeer quite wide. Try and bobble any curve we can to get the launch off of the corner. I was clicking in the analog stick to look behind, and it wasn't working. That is really not what you need when you're in the midst of a battle up at the front. I guess it's just fallen a little further back. That gives us a smidge of a chance. Alright, get on that power nice and soon. What is the run to the line like? I mean, I wish this was the final lap of the race. Because we've got to do this again now. We are through the first corner. We will come out of it in the lead, but we know it's not going to be easy around here. It's not. Oh, here goes the Ninetales. We're going to be 3 wide into the hairpin. Everyone's trying to duck back underneath each other. Once again, we want to try and box the white car out if we can, but it's not going to work too well. I'll take the lead away. It's going to be a battle to the finish line. Gliska's going to be in a very tight line. You'll struggle to get momentum off that, but we've also got trouble because I can't accelerate. I've got Ninetales directly in front of me. It is going to be one of us probably, or someone's going to get fed into the wall up here. Oh, we get a little bit pushy through that. I gave Ninetales a little bump, and then Gliska gave me a little bump as well on all of that. We've got a bit of oversteer. Can we get the slipstream coming off the corner? It's not going to be enough. It's going to be really close. It's going to be second, I think. Oh, that was a close run to the line. Yeah. I tried to pull my car to the inside. We gave Ninetales the smallest of nudges, just put them a little wide, and then Gliska also then pushed me forward as well. It's, yeah, that was a close run thing. Bloody hell. I mean, the top 4, top 5, in fact, are covered by 0.8 of a second. That's a wonderful track. The car wasn't as bad. I worried about the understeer. Was that a Lado just went swimming? I think it was. I think I just saw... That's not the name I meant to click on. I think I just saw a blue car go off into the ocean. But there we go. Yeah, it was a swimming Lado. That was a hell of a race. Both really good races around. It's a very simple track, it's a short layout, but a really, really good fun circuit to go driving around. Thank you very much to Pone for building this one. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.